We continue on today with the story of Abraham and his son Isaac. Now, leading up to today's story, Abraham was given a promise by God to be the father of many generations. Yet by the time Abraham had his son Isaac, he was extremely old, and God had told him that Isaac was going to be the son through which God's promise would be fulfilled. Now take note of this paradox of this story as we read in Genesis chapter 22, verse 1 and 2. It says, "Sometime later, God tested Abraham's faith. 'Abraham,' God called. 'Yes,' he replied, 'here I am.' 'Take your son, your only son, yes, Isaac, whom you love so much, and go to the land of Moriah. Go and sacrifice him as a burnt offering on one of the mountains which I will show you.'" Now here's the paradox. Abraham is asked to do something that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Now, even though pagan rituals at the time may have included human sacrifice, to Abraham, what doesn't connect is God's promise with what he was requesting. Yet still Abraham obeyed God. Now consider the steps that Abraham had to take to enact his obedience. He had to make preparations for the journey to the land. He had to prepare the altar with the wood for burning. The scripture even states that this journey took at least 3 days. But then, just at the last minute, the angel of the Lord stopped him. We pick up in the rest of the story in verses 13 and 14. "Then Abraham looked up and saw a ram caught by its horns in a thicket. So he took the ram and sacrificed it as a burnt offering in place of his son. Abraham named the place Yahweh-Yireh, which means the Lord will provide. To this day, people still use that name as a proverb. On the mountain of the Lord, it will be provided." You see, in Genesis 22, we see a picture of God providing for Abraham through this ram to save Isaac. And in just the same way, we see a picture of God providing a way out for us, you and I, through Jesus Christ to be our substitution for the sacrifice that needed to be made.